So fall is coming, which means that hopefully we will be harvesting some more animals. So what I'm doing right now is going through my freezer, taking out some of the bigger roasts that are still left, breaking them down, gonna make some jerky, gonna make some sausage, and create meals that are ready to eat for when we're going to the field this fall. Stuff that's this quick, because these big roasts, we're not gonna be able to take those with and cook them in the field, but things like jerky, summer sausage, bratwurst, stuff like that, we'll be able to quickly utilize, especially long days early in September when we're car camping or traveling. It's nice to have stuff that's super quick, ready to roll. And this way I'm also reducing space in the freezer, getting ready for hopefully to fill it back up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start breaking these roasts down. Anything that I can get a nice slice of jerky out of, throw in one bin. Anything that I'm gonna grind, throw in the other bin. And just go through until I have a big grind pile, a big jerky pile. Basically just make a bunch of ready to go stuff. So here we go. And the jerky, it's nice if it's still just a little bit frozen. You can get a little thinner slices, which is nice. So we got 26.42 pounds. I go to this old website, it's called diggingdogfarm.com, but anyway, it has a cure calculator. So that's what I always do. This has a standard cure ratio. I just trust this thing. It has given me pretty good results. So, well, after plugging that in with 26 pounds, we're gonna need 29.9 grams of pink salt, 211 grams of regular kosher salt, and 119 grams of sugar. So these are the numbers I don't change. Make the cure for the weight of the meat. I just run it through this coffee grinder to make it a little bit more fine. All right, now just mix all that up. Call her good to go. Well, not good to go. We're gonna throw in a bunch of other seasonings as well. Let's use up some of this old seasoning that's got fennel, salt, pepper, garlic, spices, Italian, fine pepper, coarse pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. Let's mix until your hands are numb, because this meat is very cold. Now we're gonna cover this with some saran wrap and refrigerate it for about 24 hours. All right, this stuff's been covered and sitting in the fridge for a good little while, about 20 hours. I find on average I get about 17 pounds of meat to fit in this 10 tray dehydrator. Sometimes a little above, below, depending on thickness and if it's whole muscle or ground, but this seems to be roughly the average, just so I can kind of get a picture of how long it's gonna take. But one thing that's super handy, if you spray just some cooking spray on these sheets, the jerky just falls off super easy. Your sheets stay way cleaner, whereas if you just throw it straight on there, it sticks and you got a lot more cleanup on your hand. So I like to just spray these down. All right, first one ready to roll. All right, so started off, I usually do it at 167 just for a little while, kind of nuke everything, get it started, and then I'll turn it down and let that sit in there for 7-8 hours. We have 45 pounds of lean meat. We have 15 pounds of pork belly, which gets us to 60 pounds. And we have these two packages of pre-made seasoning mix that were on sale. So it was a good deal because it came with the casings, which I have soaking in some warm water. Anyway, I'm just doing the pre-made stuff. Super easy, super simple. We're gonna do 60 pounds total. So we got 30 of each, 30 pounds of summer sausage, 30 pounds of the German sausage. So pretty exciting. The 1.5 horsepower grinder definitely makes things go a lot faster. I've used smaller ones and they're great, but when you really are doing a lot like this, it's super handy. A lot of times people recommend cutting the meat into like 1-inch cubes. With this grinder, I cut it into like 3 or 4-inch cubes and don't have an issue. It's pretty sweet. I'm getting the equal amount of fats and both of them here. This for the summer sausage. "24 ounces of water. All right, mix this a little bit by hand first, but then we will get our sausage mixer. Got the fine plate on now. This back on. All right, here we go. Throughout this process too, it's best to just keep this as cold as possible. So while I'm grinding this next batch, I'm gonna go toss this in the freezer. Just keep it a little chilled, and then we're gonna throw it in the mixer, and then in the sausage stuffer, into the casings, into the smoker. Pretty dang quick though. I used to take hours and hours to do this with an old grinder, and with the big one, super expensive, but pretty nice. If you're gonna do large quantities of meat, pretty dang handy. All right, here we go. We are ready for the mixer and then stuffer. Ready for the stuffer. We got our summer sausage here. We got some casings that have been soaking in the water for a while now. So what we're gonna do is fill this up. Smells good. Jalapeno. Release the pressure, slide it out, twist her up, boom. Got ourselves some nice old summer sausage here. There we go, there's one. These 4 rolls here, do the rest of them, and we're gonna let those cure overnight and then smoke them tomorrow. That's the plan. All right, for the German brats, we have these hog casings. They've been soaking. So pull these out, separate them out. And what we do to start these is just run some water, get the salt out, and also just kind of open it up and get it ready. So I just use cold water and then run that down through the casing. And tie that end in a knot. All right. Then go through and whatever size of brat you want, kind of gently pinch it down and then twist it. 2-3 twists, and then you alternate which way you twist on each one. Got some sausage links there. Well, again, we'll let those cure for a while and then toss them on the smoker. All right. These have been in there for a good little while now. Now I just shake them off there. That is why I use the cooking spray. They just fall right off. There we have it. Whole bunch of jerky. Gonna let it sit in that. I like to let it sit in the Tupperware for a little while in the fridge. It just seems to, I don't know, this gets a better texture versus if you try to vacuum seal it right now. So let that hang out in the fridge for another day and then vacuum seal it. Sausage has been sitting in there for 24 hours, so now we throw it on the smoker. Got everything out of the smoker. It's now rested for a little bit. We got our brats, got our summer sausage, got the chamber vac out. Gonna cut these up, the summer sausage anyway. Cut those up and seal them and freeze it and be ready to go for this fall. Still going. On to the jerky. Like I said earlier, but on the jerky, I like to let it sit in the fridge for a few days in this Tupperware before I vacuum seal it. It just softens up a little bit. Sometimes if you package it right out of the dehydrator, it'll have sharp edges and it'll pop your bags. So seems like if you just throw it in the Tupperware for a day or two, it'll soften up. So that's what I did on this one. All right, we got all this stuff packaged up. I have one more load of jerky in the dehydrator, but other than that, this is everything that I made in this video. We got summer sausage, we got smoked brats, we got whole muscle jerky, just ready to go. Everything's cooked, cured, ready to come in the field with us this fall. Hopefully we get some more animals to replace all this meat. Yeah, super excited about this upcoming hunting season, ready to have some good, quick meals in the field. Everything we did was super simple, but I'll put some links in the description of some of the stuff that I used in this video. But yeah, thank you for watching and good luck this fall.